What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X Dive offline video. Today, I thought I'd be bringing a different video. Today, I thought I'd go over a few things that might help out players that are newer to the game, or maybe are struggling a bit early game. So, I thought I'd put this video together for 5 things I think you should know before starting Mega Man X Dive offline. Alright, so when starting up the game here, for those of you that might be newer to the game, I might have seen the trailer, you're seeing that you can just buy the characters you want to buy. So, or you want to use. So, real quick here, if we go to the store, you see new items are available. Come down here to characters. This is where you can pick up the characters. You use your Zenny here, so just your basic Indian currency to buy characters. And then over here, for the limited characters, you can use your elemental medals. You will get elemental medals from doing various things, completing missions, and things like that. So this is where you get the other characters here. You might notice some of these things have locks on them. You have to beat certain stages in the store in order to get them. So, for example, if I wanted, say, Dark Mega Man EXE, I'd have to clear Volcano Stage 10-6 to do that. Other than that, there are quite a few characters you start with here. You see X, Axel, Massimo, and some other things down here as well. I don't know what starts getting locked here. Okay, so first lock thing is S-Class Hunter X, and you might want to get S-Class Hunter X immediately, or maybe S-Class Hunter 0, but you can't get these just yet. And real quick as well, for the weapons over here, you can come and buy these as well. You start with the Mega Buster and the standard saber, I believe, so you might want to start investing into those. There are some other options as well that are decent for starting with, like the biochemical buster is a pretty solid one to start with. However, the problem with that is it costs 5,000 zenny for one memory, and you start with 5,000 zenny, so you're probably better off just starting with your 2 weapons there. And over here we have the limited weapons as well that you can buy later on. Now, something else I wanted to make note of when you're starting the game, like I showed before, S-Class Hunter X was not able to be bought, so you have to clear stage 1-6. Well, if you take a look over here at 1-6, you actually get S-Class Hunter X for free. So you get 40 memories, or I think you just get him raw unlocked. I don't really remember. I think you get him raw unlocked. So you'll be able to have him at base then, and then you can buy his memories from there. And that'll happen for other things as well. Like you see, we'll get this here as well. This is for chips. That's something we'll get into. This is something else entirely. That's not a character. But you might want to take a look at some of these things here as well. Like you might have noticed right here that you get the military buster memory. So this is a better buster than the Mega Buster. And you get this for completing 1-3. And then if we look at a few other stages here, 2-3, you get Axel unlocked. 2-6, you get the Beam Rapier weapon. 3-3, you get another chip unlock, a card as well, which we'll go into later. And 3-6 allows you to unlock S-Class Hunter 0. So some things you end up getting for free, so just be sure to check those before you end up buying some of them. Though I think if it's something you get for free, I'm not sure if you can. Well, you can buy Axel. I'm gonna say some of them you probably can't buy immediately, but you get the general idea, right? At the -3s and -6s, you will get something nice for that. And one last thing I do want to talk about when regarding the characters and weapons is how to unlock their skills, because this is pretty important as well. Unlock their skills. You're going to need to go to the passive skill here, and then you can unlock them for here. You see it costs Zenny and some of these compound energies, and you can get these from completing stages or just from buying from a regular store. However, again, right at the start, it'll cost all your Zenny to unlock one passive, so you might not want to do these immediately. And following that, you might also need to have a certain star ranking in order to get said passive unlocked for that. So you need to get X to rank 3, star rank 3. So you'll need quite a few memories for that as well. And the memories you need will vary depending on the rank of the unit. For B rank units, it's just 20 for the first star. For the S rank units, it is 40 to unlock them, and then 40 to get them to rank 1. So it's going to change a little bit depending on the rank of the unit. Like I said, B ranks will obviously be the lowest, then A ranks, then S ranks. And it'll be the same for weapons as well. The next thing I want to talk about is over here at the store. Again, I mentioned buying weapons and characters, but I didn't speak about cards. I'm not going to go too deep in the cards, because I would rather say that for a different video, so as not to get too confusing in this. But Cards also help you juice up the characters a little bit as well here. And one card in particular that I want to recommend to players is the Batten card. The Batten M501 card. Now, for those of you that played X-Tide, you have an idea of what this card is. Basically, every 10 seconds when you kill an enemy, you get HP back equal to 6% of your attack at base level. So that's good there. It gives you some additional healing as well. And you see, you need to trigger it off of green, red. So you buy this and some green card. You could buy any green card realistically for it. One of the cards that I use, I think, yeah, this is the one. I got Proto Man's Trap. I combine with it because the first passive works with red. So green, red. This will trigger the passive for the Batten card and the trigger first passive for this card, which I'm using a Buster and melee weapon. Anyways, what increases my damage. Last thing I do want to mention before moving on, you do need to have your character ranked up to at least 1 star in order to be able to equip 2 cards. That'll be the same for any unit. If you do end up buying the Batten card plus a green card, make sure your character is at least 1 star. Otherwise, you'll not be able to get full usage out of the cards, out of the card passive. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about, I switch over to the account that I'm actually playing on for now, is the total power. This one is actually pretty relevant in terms of progressing through the story. So total power, what it is the total power, so surprise there, of what you have equipped at the moment. And total power, what it does is it'll make stages easier or harder depending on where you are. So for example, if I click 1-2 here, you can see the total power for this stage is 2522. My total power is 78,435. So I'm overpowered for this stage. So if I go into this stage, it'll be a pretty easy time for me. However, if I were to go to 8-5 here, which I'm actually up to, you see that my power is not high enough. So that means the stage will be a little bit harder for me to do here. So what do we do about that? Well, there are a number of things you can do. The easiest thing to do is you click this right here. I can't see my mouse, but you click on total power and you get access to this power guidance thing here. Now, I won't be able to fully show it because I've already done this quite a bit on my own. Though I might have some stream clips that I can show this with more easily. But once you get to level 17, you get access to your dive triggers. And dive triggers are very, very important for a multitude of reasons. One of the main reasons is that it actively makes your total power a lot higher. So what you're going to do is you're going to click character prep, go down to skill here. Once you get, once you hit level 17, then you get access to this screen here. Now, this screen here is where you get access to your dive triggers. Now, you might be noticing my total level here is 132, but my actual level is 49, because your dive trigger levels are different from your actual level. And the reason I get so much total power from this is because I've leveled up all of these to, I've leveled up all these to max level. It doesn't have to be to max level, we just have to level them up some point. So, in order to do that, you can come down over here, and you see level up, it requires Zenny, and this chip thing right here. It's called a self-learning program. You can get this 2 ways. You can get this from completing an event stage. I don't remember what level. I think you have to be level 20 in order to get access to this. And then this is like level 23 or something here. And the dive trigger enhancement is the one you want to go to for this. Now, I should have a screenshot of this somewhere to show the rewards from this because I don't feel like doing this again right now. But you will get some nice rewards from there. And then you can increase your dive triggers. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to buy some self-learning programs. Whatever. I'll just buy 10,000 here. And look at this. So my power is 78,000 right now. So if I go here, like this, and I just level this up, now I'm at 83,000 instead of 78,000. See, that's quite a big jump there. And then the higher I can push that, the more my total power gets increased. And further than that, your total level here is what indicates which ones you can unlock here. So because I'm level 149, I have down to level 90 unlocked. I'm sorry, down to level 130 unlocked. So you can go down to this one and equip it. This one I cannot equip though. Total level has to reach 180 for this, and it's just a total level of these things here. So this is level 25. Once you max this, you get access to your sub tank, and your right arrow, I would highly recommend going after this pretty quickly, because much like the Baton card, this will allow you supplemental healing, which can help you during stages. Also, aside from that, I really like Ray Arrow. Ray Arrow is pretty good for clearing out a wider range of enemies. You can use Electric Spark as well, but E-Tank, I think, is one of the ones that will be very helpful. Next thing I'm going to talk about is building tall, not wide. This one is not really self-explanatory, but basically focus on like one character, maybe two, and like one set of weapons at a time early on. The reason for that is it gets kind of expensive early on when you don't have access to Zenny grinding and things like that to build up. As you can see here, I really only have one character built up at the moment. And I only really have two weapons semi-built here. I could grind out more Zenny if I need to over at the events tab, but I don't think it's fully needed right now. So there's that. And finally, the last thing I do want to talk about a little bit is challenge mode, because I don't remember if the game actually really explains what challenge mode is. Challenge mode is quite a bit different from the regular mode. So if I click on this, click execute, you see that the recommended power is 0. What that means is, regardless of how much total power I have, the difficulty of the stage will not change. It'll always be the same difficulty, and you will always be the same going in or out. What that means is you'll basically have base level things for it. You will still have your character at 5-star, whatever passives you have, but say you upgraded your charge shot to do a lot more damage. So like if I go quick level up, it goes up to 14%. It wouldn't be that. It would just be, you know, level 1. And same thing for the weapons that you have. This wouldn't be level 45. And have like all of my my upgrades on it. I will still have my skills though. And I did want to touch on this because, like I said, I don't think it's really mentioned in game. And just real quick, I just gave an example. So here I am in stage 2 here. I just want to, you see, I kill that enemy in one hit. If these enemies want to attack, okay, whatever. Kill those in one hit. You see, I took 0 damage from that. I'm still taking 0 damage. But now if we come to the challenge mode version of the stage, all of a sudden, I don't kill in one hit. You see, I didn't do 6,000 damage this time. Right? Took 2 hits that time, so I did like 500 damage. I'm still taking 0 damage from this because it's hitting my shield. So there's that, but you see, I don't one-tap the enemies anymore. There's also health pickups in the challenge mode, so that's quite useful. But this is something I just wanted to make note of because I feel like this could be something that confuses players, because it's not really clear exactly what challenge mode is if you haven't already played the game, I don't think. So I think that wraps up this video. I just wanted to put this out there for a few tips I think might help newer players to the game. Hopefully this video helped you out. Again, if there's anything you'd like to see regarding this game, be sure to let me know down in the comments, and I'll try to cover it as soon as I can. I do have some other plans, other things planned for covering this game. However, I do need to work on getting through the story first. So, with that said, hopefully you guys are enjoying this game, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.